Hello, welcome to Kênh News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Hashtag today. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính led the Central Working Delegation to visit and offer gifts to policy families in the city area on the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of Grounded and Fallen Soldiers Day 1947-2022. The delegation of the Ministry of National Defense and the Ministry of Public Security has just come to inspect the results of coordination in the implementation of Decree No. 3 in 2019 of the government in Cần Thơ City in the first 6 months of 2022. Top news on the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of Grounded and Fallen Soldiers Day 1947-2022 during a working visit to Cần Thơ City on the afternoon of July 9, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính led the Central Working Delegation to visit offer gifts to policy families in the city area. General Phan Văn Giang, Politburo member, Minister of National Defense, leaders of the Party Committee, People's Committee of Cần Thơ City, Military Zone 9, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Lê Quang Mạnh attended. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visited Vietnamese heritage model Lê Thị Bình, 81 years old, and Vietnamese heritage model Phan Thị Hai, 98 years old in Ninh Kiều District, Wounded Soldier Nguyễn Văn Khởi in Karang District, and Wounded Soldier Huỳnh Thị Kiển in Ninh Kiều District. The Prime Minister graciously visited the hall and encouraged the spirit of Vietnamese heritage models and families of war in village. The Prime Minister wished the Vietnamese heritage models and families of war invalids a long, healthy, joyful, and happy life with their families and relatives, and encouraged their children and grandchildren to uphold the family's preserved traditions and continue to contribute to the homeland. On this occasion, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and leaders of the Ministry of National Defense, Cần Thơ City and Military Zone 9 presented gifts to Vietnamese heritage models and families of war invalids and policy in the area. In the evening of the same day, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính also visited and worked at Cần Thơ Port Joint Stock Company and Tân Cảng Cái Cui Port. Representatives of the two units reported to the Prime Minister on the production and business situation in the past time, the advantages as well as the obstacles that are being encountered. The Prime Minister visited gifts and encouraged the spirit of officers, workers, and employees working at Cần Thơ Port Joint Stock Company and Tân Cảng Cái Cui Port. Also, on the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of Grounded and Fallen Soldiers Day on July 27, the delegation of Thanh Hóa Province led by Mr. Đỗ Trọng Hưng, a member of the Party Central Committee, cum Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, who is also Chairman of the Provincial People's Council of Thanh Hóa, came to offer gifts, lay red and burn incense to the heroes and martyrs in the Mông District. The delegation spent a minute of silence and offered incense to express deep gratitude to the heroes and martyrs who heroically sacrificed to protect the country. The delegation also expressed their gratitude to the People's Committee of Mông District for paying attention to embellishing and preserving the cemetery in the past time. The Martyr Cemetery in the Mông District currently has 2,790 heritage martyrs, including one mass grave and 333 graves of martyrs from Thanh Hóa Province. The delegation of the Ministry of National Defense and Ministry of Public Security has just come to inspect the results of coordination in the implementation of Decree No. 3 in 2019 of the government in Cần Thơ City in the first 6 months of 2022. Major General Bùi Quang Hải, Deputy Chief of Office of the Ministry of Public Security, representatives of the General Staff Department, and the High Command of the Military Zone 9 attended. In the first 6 months of 2022, the military and police forces have advised the City Party Committee and People's Committee on guidelines and solutions to ensure national defense and security and prevent the risk of conflict early and remotely, solve problems from the beginning and at the base, not to be passive, unexpected in all situations, absolutely self-protection of key targets, important political, cultural, foreign affairs events, and so on. The two units have cooperated effectively in mass mobilization, regularly launched the Home People movement to protect the homeland security, and built the Home People's national defense through the replication of many clever models of mass mobilization during TED of People and Soldiers, policy dialogue with people to the revolution. Cần Thơ emphasizes strong hands for the poor, leaving no one behind, a model of all people participating in denouncing crimes and social evils through the hotline, the model of the security fence gate, security camera contributing to maintaining the political security situation, while serving the task of social-economic development of Cần Thơ City. We turn to other news. On the morning of July 10, localities in Cần Thơ City simultaneously held a propaganda campaign to mobilize people to join health insurance and social insurance by online form. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện, cum Deputy Head Steering Committee of Social Insurance and Health Insurance Implementation attended. The official opening ceremony began with the mobile media parade on the main roads of the inner city and districts. After the marching and mobile propaganda, the forces divided into groups of propagate in residential areas and employers to mobilize the subjects. Currently, the number of people participating in health insurance in the city accounts for more than 91% of the assigned target. The number of people participating in voluntary social insurance is more than 43% of the assigned target. Over 10 days drawn military cemetery on the morning of July 10, 137 soldiers throughout school children aged from 11 to 17 years old from provinces and cities in the Mekong Delta region attended a coming up age ceremony at Regiment number 932. This is the 12th time that the military cemetery program has been organized by the City Youth Union in collaboration with the military headquarters of Cần Thơ City. At the coming of age ceremony, the children also performed musical performances that were rehearsed during the cemetery, along with sports activities and practice some skills in the military environment. After the course, the organizers want to educate the children to be disciplined in learning and living, as well as to train them to be independent, united, and to have necessary skills in living. On this occasion, the organizers awarded certificates representing 137 students who completed this year's course. And now, traveling around Cần Thơ City.
Ladies and gentlemen, raising bees for honey is a relatively popular job in many places in our country. Many bee raising models have already appeared in orchards in Cần Thơ City. However, to name a pioneer in raising bees for honey associated with doing tourism business, Hồ Công Minh, living in Cồn Sơn Tourist Zone in Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Ward, Bình Thủy Urban District, Cần Thơ City, is an example.
30-year-old Hồ Công Minh has got knowledge of the Italian honeybees and a job of raising bees for honey when he joined military service. After having demobilized, apart from doing his own jobs, Minh managed to do his family business in tourism in Cồn Sơn Tourist Zone. Knowing that his family's rambutan and longan and surrounding gardens are exploited for food only, he has decided to invest his money in 3 honey hives and put them in his family gardens at a time when flowers blossom. Gradually, new beehives have formed.
It takes between 3 and 4 months for bees to produce honey, starting from the time when the hive is formed. In the condition that flowers fully blossom, I usually open the hive for sanitization and remove a burden watch that is built in incorrect positions.
According to Minh, one hive of the Italian bees can produce between 4 and 5 liters of honey every month. Apart from supplying honey for the market at the price of 400,000 Việt Nam đồng 1 liter, Minh takes advantage of raising bees for honey to do tourism business as one of the new tourism products for visitors. This creates an attraction for city dwellers. I've seen bee cakes like this for the first time. There are even bees right here. What an interesting experience. I have never experienced anything like this. It's nice and I will come back if possible. Although raising bees for honey requires low investment costs and brings back high economic efficiency, it still has some risk, and profit is on just when foods are in season. Now he must move the bees to other places for food. Although this is not a brand new model, Minh has earned a higher income and above all generates inspiration for young men in the fluvial area to have something to learn in the path of earning a livelihood and starting up careers.
Let's look at the weather forecast. Thank you so much for your attention. Please visit us on website kênh TV.vn. Bye for now.